So the women you saw today had fistula, some for 15 years, some maybe just 2 years, some for a few months, but they are repaired. They are fine. They go back into society. They can contribute to society again. They can raise their children. They can go to market. They can go to church, which they missed so much because before the urine would come out, the feces would come out. How could you go out in public with that smell, looking that terrible feeling of everything dripping, leaving a puddle on the floor? We had a patient whose little girl said, "Mommy, why do I have to go to the bathroom? You don't go to the bathroom. You wet yourself all the time." And the mother cried because she didn't know how to answer her daughter. That woman is fixed now.
Jewe muri nje urimo kukubwira urumva ko nasaraye nukubera ibyishimo kuko iyo ngeze hano igihe cyose nka birandenga. Ubu twicaranye hano ntabwo nabashaga kwicara gutya, inyo zarashokaga ko nari wa wundi utabasha gukaraba ngo ngeze nyirizinaho ububabare buri ngo mvanemo umwanda uhari. Urumva niba urura rw'amabyi rwari rwarayobye ntabwo nabashaga kwikarabya ngo ngezeyo. Jewe rimwe nafashe indorerwamo ndireba ndavuga kuko abagore baragowe. Iyo umugore abyaye ntabwo agira inyo, ariko mwibaze se kuki ngera mu nama nkabona abantu bose baragira gutya, byagenze bite? Mbega nkumva mfite ikibazo. Narwaye diyare nibwo mugenzi wanjye yabashije kubibona kuko byashokeye muri boutique, ahita arabibona, ahita ambwira ati hari abaganga b'inzobere baza nzakurangira. Niko yabizandangira hano rero ndaza bankoraho icyo gihe 2025 mu kwezi kwa kabiri nibwo navuwe mva hano mfite igikomere hasi na sonde. Nza kugaruka hashize nk'ibyumweru 3 sonde barayisigarana ndataha. Mu kwezi kwa kane nagarutse nje hano gushima. Bararumirwa n'uwo muzungu wari wamvuye, mbega bibi gitangaza hano kuko uburyo nabo bambonaga bumvaga ko nari umuta kuko nazemera ko hari inyo mfite, ariko bizi saha ndashima Imana ko mfite imyanya yombi, hari aho kunyarira naho kwitumira hose ndahafite.
Namwe ndabasuje cyane kandi nishimiye ukuntu mwatugaragaje ibyishimo byanyu mutubyinira muturirimbira. Ndabasuhuje. Twishimye kandi uyu munsi mu by'ukuri ni umunsi wanyu. Bavugaga ngo bari kubyina bari no kuririmba cyane, ariko tukavuga ngo mubareke baririmbe banabyine kuko bakirutse indwara ikomeye cyane. It's a real pleasure for me to be here today and to celebrate this Day of Dignity organized with the support of the International Organization for Women and Development. And it's even more a pleasure to be here in Kibagabaga, where over the years we've been here giving treatment, repairing women, reconstructing women and lives. I'm very delighted, and I'm very delighted for the testimony that we received from all these beneficiaries. And I know that it's only a small sample of everybody who has been on treatment here and who has received the help of you all doctors and nurses who traveled from far to give them care. We all know that fistula is a childbirth injury that cripples women physically and socially. Women who develop fistula usually face self-stigma, social rejection, and are unable to function adequately in society, and therefore cannot achieve their full potential and live a dignified life. Rwanda is very committed to implement the UN General Assembly resolution urging all countries to intensify efforts to end obstetric fistula as soon as possible. And the strategy is simple. The strategy is to leave no one behind. And to be able to implement and achieve it is to improve maternal health access to care, to strengthen the health system, and also to make sure that we implement very simple intervention, timely access to quality emergency obstetric care, presence of trained health professionals who have skills in midwifery, but also universal access to family planning. But as much as we strive to prevent the prolonged obstructed labor, it's also important to build capacity, to have a functional obstetric team that will repair those who would have had a fistula. It's important to perform the surgery, to train the surgeons, the medical personnel, to teach the skills to rebuild the bodies and the lives. It's important that in the near future, we as a country have the full capacity to fully treat and care for the person afflicted with fistula. And on this very special day, I would like to acknowledge the International Organization for Women and Development in Rwanda. We recognize your very much valued contribution to providing both specialized surgery, treatment, and above all care to the patient with fistula, and the support to building the local capacity through training and and mentorship. And my special thank, as the Vice Mayor requested, but I had already prepared it in my speech, and I already know since we've met, goes to Ira and Barbara Margolis for your absolute dedication to this noble cause. We thank you very much. We also want to thank all the generous supporters, the fantastic teams of health professionals, the surgeons, nurses, and others that you're able to mobilize and have come over the years to treat our sisters. Thank you to all the team. Thank you very much. We value very much this partnership. We also would like to acknowledge all the people who facilitate these missions. Immigration, doctors, Immaculée, everybody who's involved in preparing, in arranging this mission to be successful. The staff of the hospitals, our different hospitals, who mobilize the patients and have them come here at Kibagabaga to get this treatment. So let us continue to join all efforts to end fistula. Let's renew the hope and restore the dignity of our sisters. I thank you and I wish you an excellent day. Bifurije umunsi mwiza.